Hey, what up? It's Brad with Home Love Construction, and in this video I want to give you an update on our two-story addition that we were doing here in Odessa. You can see the job is actually going on behind me right now. So let me bring you up to speed on what has happened on this project if you've been watching it. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button below because we're doing updates like this on projects like this. They're interesting. If you're looking at doing a major renovation, you're going to learn something in one of these videos that's probably going to save you 10K. That would be my guess minimum. You could learn something that'll save you 100 grand. Or it'll give you 100 grand more value on your project, which is even more exciting. So let's get up to speed on what's happening here. So last video we did, I think we had done like some foundations and maybe some basic framing. Since then, we have been doing serious framing. So we've gotten all of our trusses here and loaded up. We've got all our floor trusses here. We actually haven't received all of our roof trusses because, as you can see behind me, we haven't even built the second story walls yet. So we pushed off the roof trusses so that they actually arrive within a week of when we're ready to throw them up. One thing that's important is to not let your roof trusses sit on the ground for too long. We've got some that have been there for about a week and I'm getting a little antsy about them. We like to get them up and up in the sky where they're meant to be because then if it rains, they quickly get dried out, the sun dries them out, and you have no issues with anything funky with the wood. So in addition to that, we've got some block masons going on. What we found is that there were multiple places where there's kind of some quirky things because we're going from 8-foot ceilings up to 10-foot ceilings. There's some places where we needed to build up block walls that just frankly weren't accounted for originally. So we've got to add in some walls. There are some walls that we were gonna do out of wood that now we just decided to do them out of block. And so that actually has been a really good thing. Like, we're getting more block structure, which we like, because it's heavier, it's tied in. You know, obviously wood is fine and it's structurally rated and blah, 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 but we prefer to do things out of block if we can because, you know, it's heavier, you got rebar in it, you pour it with concrete, all that good fun stuff. That's why you're seeing some block going on behind me right now. In addition to that, we made a little upgrade to our outdoor patio, which is we added some steps. So we added some big, I think they're like 16-inch deep concrete steps. They actually might even be 18-inch, I gotta go measure them. But 2 sets of steps going down into the yard so that the home has a nice place to do family pictures out in the back of the home under the covered balcony. So it's gonna be a nice family photo spot. On the inside, we've got all of our interior walls up on the first floor, and we actually made a fun discovery. If you look over my right shoulder to your left where I'm pointing right now, there's actually a roof line where we cut off the end of the roof. That's because we're gonna put a balcony there. So we had to cut that roof back in order to set those trusses for the second story balcony. What we discovered is that we thought that the owner's master bedroom and den went like this. We thought that it was kind of like an M-shaped truss. What we found is it's just a scissor truss, so it's actually just like this. So what we're gonna do at the owner's request is we're just gonna knock out all that extra framing. Like, basically there's a framing that was added to make it look like 2 V's when really it's just 1 big V. So they're about to add a bunch of headroom essentially back there because they've got those nice high scissor trusses. So we're just gonna knock all that out and it's gonna be even better of a product than what we were originally planning. So that was a cool, fun little discovery. When you're doing work on older houses like this, sometimes you just find things where you're like, oh wow, this was originally amazing, and then they added this thing to that frankly is kind of dumb and they shouldn't have done. So we were finding little things like this, trusses that need to be supported, you know, frame down ceilings, just all sorts of different little things. The project's going super well. It's going quickly, and I'm excited to show it to you once we can actually stand out here and show you a second story being built. But we're gonna show you all the inside of the guts and what's happening and different shots of different things. So enjoy, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button below. It does help us out a lot. It helps me out a lot because more people start seeing what we're doing. We get to do more projects like this, and then we come back and share them with you just like we're doing right now. So if you like this video, if you think this project is cool, leave a comment below. If you think this project sucks, also leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought. And I look forward to hearing from you. I'll see you in the next vid. Peace.